Is coming up. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Murray. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Edwards gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Clock is at 3.
Look, DiVincenzo relishes the chance to punish the defense. He likes to shake them up with the slam.
Outside Hardaway. Johnson, the pass to Hardaway. Good on the shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Edwards. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. It's good. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Here's Murray. Jokic with the screen on DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Now here's Hardaway. Outside Gordon. Back to Hardaway. Lots of room. And Denver again with the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got 5. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hornets. Outside Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotation, the game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Back to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Edwards. Count it. 9 points for Anthony Edwards.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
So David Adelman's deciding to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here's Brown out to the right wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots the good-looking shot from the wing.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Edwards with it. He's got 9. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
The Nuggets trail by 6 and stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Edwards. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Pickett. Up and in on the layup.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Outside Edwards. Pulls it from the elbow. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Brown's shot is off.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Jokic against him. And finished off.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Pickett passes to Brown. Dives to the hoop. Watson's shot is good.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
4 seconds left, and Edwards with the stuff.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in its center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, that just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is when he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, "Winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that." Back over to you guys.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're clearly all in. Hi, Shams, thanks a lot. So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Murray against DiVincenzo. Here's Jokic, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. McDaniels finds Edwards. Launches it. The 3-ball from Anthony Edwards.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray surveying the D. Watson, the pass to Jokic. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The touch Jokic possesses. He can sink shots from anywhere, especially the mid-range.
Fades away. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Here's Crawford. three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota leading by 13. Oh, here's Edwards. 24 points for him. Edwards getting the close range, too.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
How about the elevation from Brown there? He really gets up quick to throw it down.
Here's Edwards. Anthony Edwards hammers it home.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing. Yeah, what a finish. He used his bounce to throw it down over the taller defender.
And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
Murray dishes to Watson. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic adds a two-pointer. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Well, he has owned this quarter, a major reason they're up right now.
And Murray, here we go.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
Here's Edwards. Denver grabs the miss. Inside, Brown, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brown against Edwards. Drills it from outside. Edwards got 35 in the game.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Pass to Strother. Here's Murray. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 8 points for him.
Well, what else is new? Jokic orchestrating the best passing big man to ever play the sport.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target from three-point range. McDaniels finds Edwards. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Timberwolves ahead, up by 16. From Target Center, back in a moment.
What do you make of these future games, fellas?
Why are you always talking about the future, Ernie? Live in the present.
Yeah, you know, you really need to practice mindfulness, Ernest.
Jeez, I'm just trying. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Timberwolves.
How about...
And that is our...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
So on the floor for Denver, Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he hammers that one down right on the face of Jamal Murray.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there's been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
McDaniels outside. And finished up by McDaniels.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Denver passing it around. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
Well, that's how to start the second half strong, going right at the rim and building some positive momentum.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. The Nuggets trail by 20 to the middle. Here's Murray. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. 10 points for him.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And the basket by Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
Here's Edwards. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Edwards got 47 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Hardaway passes to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray to the inside. Gobert with the block.
Stellar defense. Gobert will have him thinking twice about bringing it inside again.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball. Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Gordon. Now here's Hardaway. And again, Denver no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Shoots over Johnson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. DiVincenzo's got his third basket of the night. Edwards' shot is good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Minnesota?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. Jones comes in for Johnson. Christian Brown's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Bruce Brown in for Jamal Murray. Jokic. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fit.
And there's the drive. Gobert with the block.
Well, you have to be aware of Gobert on the floor. He's got a few Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
Edwards looking it over. There's the triple. The three-pointer's right on target. Edwards got 58.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
There's the three. And again, Denver no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Fader on the way. And yep, another basket.
And what a night, arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shoot. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly. Whoa, man! Wow. He knew he was going to take the bump. Even Shinzo converted anyway. That's just tremendous focus.
Murray, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Edwards. And got it! Another basket.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He put on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production they have got.
Nabbing another steal.
And just like that, he's tied the franchise single-game record for steals.
Oh, what a steal. He's taking them for everything they've got. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus.
He swipes the ball. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Jokic against Gobert. Tyson, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his third assist on the night.
And providing the support, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Edwards against Brown. Hits it again. Wow.
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points.
And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. Brown the pass to Murray. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue.
And again!
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Nabbing another steal.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually good. That's another bucket.
And incredible
Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And another steal. He got it again.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen. In the air and down hard!
Oh, stop.
It's stolen by Edwards.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Johnson. And rejection by McDaniels.
McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a pest everywhere.
Fades and shoots, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know,
and it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Denver passing it around. Hardaway for three. Jokic against Edwards. Hardaway with the steal. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Hardaway with a wide open look. And it's Hardaway again missing. And finished off by Edwards.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Both shots good from the stripe. So it's the Timberwolves now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight.